Okay, so was the Russian ammunition ban intended to hurt supply here in the United States? We're going to talk about it, so stick around. Hey, thank you for checking out the channel, and I do plan to spend a little bit more time on my channel talking about subjects like this and other Second Amendment issues. If you want to support the channel, I would encourage you guys to subscribe, and I do appreciate it. Okay, so I heard from a lot of you guys obviously concerned that the true intent behind this is to impact ammunition availability in the United States, and I think it's a valid question. Myself, when I first heard this, of course, my first thought was this was some kind of gun control maneuver by the State Department. You know, if you're going to apply a sanction to a foreign government, you would think that the sanction that you choose is going to have a bigger impact on that foreign entity than it does have implications here domestically. Maybe to some extent you could argue that it's kind of a two birds with one stone scenario. In other words, you're able to get out the Russian government while same time impacting supply in the United States. Now, I know there's a lot of debate on how much, when, what ammunition really is going to be impacted. The truth is we won't really know until we start seeing those impacts. Now, I've even heard from some of you guys already that's reached out to me and basically said, yeah, I've got no ammunition here. We're starting to see prices go up over there. And I do appreciate everybody's comments on that, because that does give me that information to just kind of verify that people are concerned and they're going out and buying the ammunition. So we'll have to see over time really where this goes. But really the question is this part of the gun control strategy for the Biden administration? Now, I think it's a fair question simply because the Biden administration has declared open war on the Second Amendment. They want to limit our access to firearms, certain types of firearms, ammunition, and so on. For me, it's not even arguable to suggest that the Biden administration is not hostile towards the Second Amendment. Not only the Biden administration, but the Democratic Party as well. We've got several pieces of legislation that are going after semi-automatic firearms. They want to add semi-automatic weapons to the NFA, which essentially means that every one of your semi-automatic rifles and pistols would have to be registered federally, and then you're going to pay a $200 tax stamp for all those. I believe magazines with capacities of more than 10 rounds also have to be individually registered. And then we've got HR 127, which actually was one of my viewers, Heyman, kind of pointed this out to me on my last video, and basically that they are trying to ban online ammunition sales. You can only imagine what kind of impact that would have. And for everybody that shoots AK-47s and SKSs and down the line, this has the potential to have very huge impact for those individuals, because one of the main benefits of having an AK-47 is, well, the ammunition's cheap, it's plentiful, and it's reliable. Well, you've just knocked out two of those. So I can understand how somebody that has an AK-47 or invested in it would be very frustrated with what's going on here. So right now, there's no real way to prove one way or the other, but I think it's smart for us to be asking these questions, especially in the shadow of what's going on in Afghanistan. It's going to be very, very hard to get much attention on this nationally, but it doesn't mean that we don't continue to take a look and ask questions. My intent is to reach out to my representative and my senators and just make sure that they're aware. I'm going to ask them, are you aware of what happened, and can you investigate this? In other words, is the Biden administration utilizing the tools of the State Department to limit supply of ammunition here in the United States? I would think that if they're doing that in the manner in which they're doing it, that doesn't seem legit and is probably illegal. However, we never know. I believe that the president can limit and ban imports of anything that he wants to, but I think that there should be certain measures taken if we're going to apply a sanction. How does that impact us? That would be like us being upset with OPEC about something and just putting sanctions on OPEC, saying, "Oh, you can't sell us oil." Well, that would be absolutely stupid and catastrophic. But given the decisions made in Afghanistan, it makes you wonder if they would do that too. We'll see kind of where this goes. Hopefully maybe some more light will get shed on it. And if there is something nefarious going on there, I hope it gets brought out and the individuals that are involved in that are brought to explain their decisions. Let me know what you guys think. Do you think this is intended specifically to impact ammunition availability here in the United States, or it's just a really odd coincidence? I tend to think Occam's razor, and use the Occam's razor It's the simplest answer is probably the likely scenario, and given the track record of this administration, it's likely that there is some motivation, at least to some extent, have some impact and slow the sale of ammunition here in the United States. You guys try to have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you later.